Hello, rubbish YouTubers from the dawn of time. 13th Doctor Jones here, a title I am not going to change, even considering the topic of this video. Now, as of last Sunday, the 13th Doctor has been revealed, and a lot of people are surprised by this, quite rightly, and a lot of people are outraged by this, across the fan base, across people who are just casual viewers, and of course it's been getting a lot of press, and people have been giving their opinions on everything. Some people hate this decision, some people love this decision, some people are just okay with the decision. And I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring because I am a Doctor Who fan. I've been born and raised with Doctor Who since I was a child, and I just want to give my opinions and thoughts on the 13th Doctor because I have had a lot of people, including my friends, asking me what I think because they know my history with Doctor Who and the show and my beliefs about the show. So I'm just going to throw my ideas in there, and some of you may hate me, some of you might unsubscribe, some of you may agree with me. Look, I'm just a fan at the end of the day, and I'm just going to give you my opinion. If you don't like it, it's tough. It's not you hating me is not going to change my mind, and a female Doctor isn't going to kill the show. But I'm sure a lot of you may have reacted a bit like this. Yeah. So anyway, let me just talk about what I thought. When I realised Capaldi was leading at the end of Series 10 along with all of us, I was quite nervous about what would happen, who would they cast, and then the old arguments come, the debates even come up. Is it going to be a woman? Is it going to be a man of colour? Is it going to be a woman of colour? As we know this is possible. Or are they just going to carry on with the tradition that they usually do? And I was at work while the announcement happened. I was sat there for the tennis match at the start, and I was like, there's Eddie Redmayne in the audience, Chris Marshall's in the audience, David Tennant's in the audience, but of course he is. And I thought, oh god, if it's Eddie Redmayne, I'll lose my mind, because we'll have another silly, pretty boy that all the girls will want to fancy. And if it was Chris Marshall, I wasn't as confident as like I was with Peter Capaldi. So, I'm finished work, and I go on my phone, and my phone just lights up, and I go through, and I'm like, I see pictures of Jodie Whittaker, who I've only seen in Broadchurch. I haven't seen her in anything else. And then I read the article 13th Doctor announced. And it was a weird moment, because I was kind of numb. Like, I wasn't angry, I wasn't shocked. I was numb. I wasn't horrified. I was just going, it's a woman. It's a woman. And I said that for about an hour at work, and I told other people at work, I mean after work, and I was like, it's a woman. That was all I could say. And yeah, it's a woman. The 13th Doctor is a woman. And obviously, as you all know, some people are not happy about that. But what do I think? My opinion on the Doctor being a woman, look, I understand where traditionalists are coming from, and I need to explain the traditionalist point of view because I used to have the traditionalist point of view of the Doctor has always been a male, but it doesn't mean it's always going to stay that way. I can understand that people believe because it's always been male, it should always be male, and it should always be white male and stuff like that, but the options were there. We had Missy, we had the Gallifreyan General regenerate from a bald white man to a black woman. So we've always known that regeneration between gender to a different gender is possible. And while I'm surprised that they've been this brave this early with this Doctor, I feel that because of all the fuss that it's created, all the arguments, all the backlash, I think that all this backlash is exactly why having a female Doctor needed to happen now. I mean, just because it's a woman doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It means it's going to be different, and it means that this is going to be an interesting time for Doctor Who. This is going to completely change the show. Like, we're going to have a brand new era of the show that we have no prerequisites about, because when we've had a new Doctor, you always look at what's come before. This time you're not going to be able to do that because we've never had a woman Doctor. Unless you count Curse of Fatal Death, but does anybody count Curse of Fatal Death? So, I just want to see what the dynamic between Doctor and Companion is going to be. I want to see what the female personality of a Doctor is going to be like. I mean, there are some obvious things I hope they don't do. Obviously, I don't want them to sexualize the Doctor, which is a big danger, and they've got to be very careful, I'd say, with the costume they pick, because if they go the wrong way, they might think, oh, they're being sexist and putting the Doctor in really tight clothes, showing off her bodily proportions, etc. And that's something that we don't want to happen. It just needs to be, this is the Doctor, and it just happens to be a woman. But obviously, some people aren't happy about it. I mean, I can understand it, but there's always going to be people that are never happy with things. I mean, if you're angry about it being a woman and you're never going to watch it again, I'm sorry, but I have swallowed my pride because I used to say, a woman will never be cast. I used to say that. A woman will never be cast as the Doctor. Due to tradition, not because I'm sexist or believe a woman can carry out tradition. But as I thought about it, I thought it's a risk that maybe they could try. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, we're going to have this period now after the Christmas special, and then it's going to be September when the new Doctor begins. And who knows, Jodie Whittaker might stay for a series, 2 series, 3 series, who knows. But if it fails, and I'm sure it won't, if it fails, we've done it now. The 13th Doctor was a woman. We've had a woman. It's done. We now know that it can be a woman. Doesn't mean it has to happen again immediately after or in the near future. It just means that if the time should come that we want another woman Doctor, we can have one. Of course, I mean, we've jumped a barrier. It's a leap forward. I mean, if the people who've played the Doctor are backing it, the 6th, the 7th, all of them, surely we can give a female Doctor a chance. I'm willing to give him a chance, and like I said, I used to have the traditionalist view, and it was wrong of me. People will always be unhappy, and I can understand it. There are people who dislike different Doctors, and we just have to, and we don't always agree with them, and that's fair enough. And this is the same. I mean, I'll go on record, and I know this is going to infuriate a lot of people. Not a Tennant fan. I'm not a David Tennant fan. He's not a bad Doctor. He's not an appalling actor. His Doctor to me was okay. Did that stop me watching Doctor Who completely? No. Did that mean the Day of the Doctor was tarnished by Tennant being in it? No, I actually liked him in that. I swallowed my pride with David Tennant because I'm sorry, all I see when I've watched Tennant, and if you go back and watch Tennant's performance, all you'll see is the pretty boy that everybody fancies, which is their sole reason for liking him, and that used to infuriate me when I was younger, is why is he your favourite Doctor? Why do you think he's the best? Because he's fit. Are we really going to judge a Doctor by how they look, how attractive they are? Peter Capaldi might not be, was older and not even remotely attractive. I mean, the guys, I don't find any of the Doctors attractive. I think that their performances have been great. And with Tennant, I just saw the pretty boy that everybody fancied, and it got on my nerves. Because I'd give genuine reasons why I like Doctors, and people would say he's fit, and that'd be the end of it. They'd think, that's it, you can't change my argument. Not a good enough reason for a Doctor being the best. And when I watch his performance, and seriously do this, no, just do this when you watch the David Tennant era again. Look at his teeth. If you look at that Doctor, all you will see is this. In nearly every scene, the teeth. So, that's all I have to say about the 10th Doctor, but you get my point. There's always going to be people unhappy about the Doctor. There's going to be people who hate the 13th Doctor just because, oh, I don't want the Doctor to be a woman, I'm never watching the show again. Or they'll automatically watch it, and even if it's good, they'll say it was rubbish, just because they don't like the Doctor. Me, I can't wait. I want to see what the Doctor's going to be like as a woman. I think it's going to be an interesting idea. Once it's done, we've done it. We can say we've done it. We've opened up a world of possibilities. Not just little boys can say they want to be the Doctor when they grow up. Girls can do it now. Cosplayers, the girls... I'm jealous of the girls because they can cosplay that Doctor perfectly. Guys are never going to be able to cosplay that Doctor perfectly. I won't be able to, and I love cosplaying as many Doctors as I can. So it's an exciting time. We've doubled the amount of people who can be the Doctor, and I think that's the right thing to do. So yeah, that's my opinion, and I'm sure there's going to be many fans who are going to hate me for this, or maybe classic fans, other fans who are big fans, new fans who are going to completely disagree with me. And if you unsubscribe, that's fine. If you don't like my opinion, that's fine. If you criticise me in the comments, that's fine. It's not going to change my mind. My opinion is just as valid as any of yours. So that's what I think. Wow, this is getting a very serious video. I'm not used to these. But yeah. That's all I have to say. And because I don't like things to be really deep and serious, if you're that bothered that the Doctor's a woman, I'm 13th Doctor Jones. Take me as your 13th Doctor. Yeah, it could be worse, guys. It could have been me. So there. But yeah, I'm not going to change my mind on it. That's my opinion. I want to hear other people's opinions. I mean, I just put this on here because I keep getting asked what's my opinion. This is it. That's what I'm giving you. I'm being as balanced and as fair as I can be. I like the idea it's going to be a female. I'm sure it'll go back to being a male at some point soon. It might be the next Doctor or the Doctor after. It's just a thing that had to be done. As the 6th Doctor said, change, my dears, and not a moment too soon. Change is good, and that's what the show's about. You can do anything with Doctor Who. Just don't do a musical. But yeah, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, that's all I have to say on the 13th Doctor. Let me know what you think. I hope this video has been enjoyable for some of you, and I hope I haven't offended, annoyed anybody. I just needed to air my opinion to you so that you knew what I thought about it as a Doctor Who fan and a lifetime Doctor Who fan. So, thank you for watching this video, guys. Please go and check out my other videos if you like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't before. Or if you've unsubscribed, thank you for joining me for the ride up until this point. And I completely understand. But if you stuck with me, thank you very much for listening and being fair. But yeah, please go check out my other videos. I have a 12th Doctor cosplay video coming very soon, and I'm looking forward to the future of Doctor Who. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I'm 13th Doctor Jones, and I shall see you in the next video.